Right, folks, welcome to a midweek edition of For Fox's Sake. I'd just like to start off with that how much I actually enjoyed being able to watch the game on Amazon last night. It was, I don't know, to be fair. It was good. You had the choice of all the games to watch, and I quite enjoyed it. I didn't have to wait for match of the day or anything like that, and I was quite happy to rather pay my money to Amazon than Sly Sports, because I don't know. I mean, I've got Amazon Prime and all that, but it just seemed all right, you know. I mean, I think there was a minute delay on the game or some kind of a buffer, but I don't know. I was quite happy with watching it there. So yeah, fair play. I actually missed the first 15 minutes or so of the game because I thought it kicked off later. And the ginger one says, no, it kicks off at 8 o'clock at whatever time it kicked off. I said, why didn't you tell me? I said, I thought it was 8 o'clock. Well, that was just, you know, fair enough. But anyway, getting back onto the game, I did think that Watford was well set up to take on Leicester and try and snuff Leicester's goal scoring chances out. They certainly made it difficult for Leicester, and you know, they defended deep as such. How I saw it, they defended deep as such, but they were really getting stuck in, and you know, they really made Leicester battle for the 3 points last night. And I think what they were doing is they were trying to suck us in and hit us on the counter attack, and you know, and they did actually come close-ish a few times, you know. And fair play to Watford. I hope the lad who's took over is given a chance, because you can't just keep swapping managers about. I think sometimes when these clubs are in the position that Watford are, I think sometimes you're best to just accept that you're going down. Now, I know that's easy for me to say because Leicester never accepted they were going down that year when they stayed up. That miracle that they stayed up, I don't know. But Leicester are always getting stuck in. But I don't really know what Watford have been doing. Ever since the FA Cup, where they got absolutely battered in the final by Man City, they've been absolutely down and out. So hopefully they'll stick with this lad now. Give him a real good chance, and if, you know, by February it don't look like they're going to do it, then, you know, start building for next season. And that's it really. But no, fair play to Watford. They came and they got stuck in. I'd like to mention Harvey Barnes. I thought you were exceptional, outstandingly exceptional, brilliant. He got stuck in. Not everything worked for him, but his work, his determination, his willing to take the ball on. I thought that was, you know, Harvey Barnes really did play well last night. And I think he ran out of steam. Also, I think Rodgers were looking to change the shape and the formation a bit to break them down. I thought Fuchs was brilliant. Again, he's a great little squad player. You can just put him in and he'll just do the job. He just comes in and does the job. He don't moan about not playing or anything. Well, I don't know if he moans about playing, but you know, he's there. He's a squad member, and to do what Leicester are doing, we need squad players. So fair play to him. You know, Leicester were busy and trying and passing the ball and taking the calm way, you know, not rushing it and not lumping it forward. I thought the one on Vardy was a penalty. And you know, if any of you Watford fans out here might watch this, I don't know, you might not. It was a penalty. I think some of the penalties that have gone against Leicester and some of the other penalties that we've seen in the Premier League with this VAR thing, you know, all right, Vardy had got the ball first, and it was late. It was a late tackle, challenge, whatever you want to call it, and he did take him out. So, once again, I don't know what's matter with the officials. I mean, they keep saying on the radio and on the telly and everything that they've got the screens at the side of the pitch and they can go over and have a look and see what they think and have a second look at it. And not just keep relying on VAR. I'd just like to see a referee actually grow some bollocks, give the penalty, go over to the side of the pitch, have a look at it and go from there. Because when all's said and done, the bloke played Vardy and not the ball. Although Vardy had knocked the ball and gone, it was still a foul. And that's what happened to, when Manny had his penalty. And was it Rashford when he went down like a sack of shit? I've still got soap on me. I've just washed my hair, believe it or not. There were penalties in this day and age of the game. So I can't honestly understand why it wasn't a penalty for Vardy yesterday. I think the penalty that Leicester did actually get was more lucky than the penalty that Vardy should have had. And I'm just wondering if the referee had seen the Vardy incident and then thought, oh shit, and gave the slightest penalty that he could the following time, because he weren't slow in giving the decision. So that's what I think of that. And I certainly don't think it was a booking. I certainly don't think it was a booking. I don't know if they can go and appeal against bookings, but there you go. So that was the first half, really. It was a bit of a null event. Watford came and they did what they did, and fair play to Watford. Second half, they actually changed the shape a little bit. Pratt came on and he got stuck in. His passing was slightly wayward. Not as such, but there again, if you're not playing that competitive football week in, week out, I suppose you do lose a little bit of your edge. But he looked good. I like him. I think he's a fine player, and when he comes on, he gets certain players. I mean, I'll be honest. When Iheanacho came on the other day, I thought, oh, for fuck's sake! But he proved me wrong, and he proved everybody else wrong. And when Pratt comes on, you just know that you're going to get 100% trying and stuff like that. He's an international, so for fuck's sake, what do you expect? I thought when Vardy did take the pen, I'm just reading my notes again, folks. All right, so I sit there. I don't have the commentary on. I don't listen to the commentary. I listen to what I'm saying in my own little head, and then make notes of it. As for going back to the penalty, like I said, I don't think it was well, it was a penalty because his hand was up and he was doing that, weren't he? I think that was a penalty more. I think the Vardy incident was more of a penalty than that one. But I must admit, when Vardy was stepping up to take the penalty, I was a little bit nervous, because I don't know whether it was because I didn't actually we didn't actually check to see if anybody ran in the box, did we? When he was stepping up to take it and he'd missed the other penalty the other day, I was thinking, oh fuck, here we go, he's going to miss this one. This is like six in a row he's had, and I'm thinking, oh God, here we go. But no, I mean, it wasn't the best penalty strike that he's ever done. But I do like his penalties because he does actually just go in and twat the ball. And that's what I like to see. I'd rather him have it saved and just, instead of one of these stupid little try and chip the penalties, or a weak penalty, he does actually go up and put his balls through the ball. He does go and put his foot through the ball, which I do like to see. But like I say, after half time we came out, we made slight changes. This is the one thing I like about Brendan Rodgers, right? And this is one of the good things I like, the fact that, fortunately so, touching this breadboard wood thing, it won't be going to Arsenal, because he can see when a team needs tweaking and changing. And to have that ability, this is what, I mean, all right, people have been banging on that he's going to leave. I mean, apparently he left Watford. Well, he didn't apparently leave Watford. He left Watford, he left Reading, he's left Swansea. He got the sack at Liverpool, and he left Celtic, and he's come here. So hopefully with all these years of management, and I mean, he's only 45, is he 45 or something? Years of management and experience, he's picking up what he should and shouldn't be doing. And he has the ability to actually watch the game and change it. And he's not scared to change it. He's got, he must be working really hard with the lads on the training ground to saying, right, this is what we're going to do. And this is just my interpretation of it. This, I'm just saying it how I see it. This is what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. And then on the the 60-minute mark, if it's not working, the 75-minute mark, this is not working, we're going to do this. And as soon as he does it, the players do actually, you can see the formation changing. It's when Ian Asher came on the other day and he went like 2 up the front and this is it, and that, and then they came, the wing backs came and Narvi Bonds came and the wing back, and it was brilliant to see. So this is one of the good things I do like about it. He can come on, he can change a game. And, you know, I don't think even people like Gareth Southgate, who's the England manager, can change a game as much as Brendan Rodgers can. You know, he's got a plan B. And if plan B's not working, he'll put a plan C and D and E. He's got there. The free kicks are all different. The corners are different. They try different things. They don't force the play. They still play from the back. They play round and all that, and they try and suck people out. And it's absolutely brilliant to see. What's that? What's his name? Anyway, going back onto the game, I thought Soyuncu were like dog shit. He were every fucking where, weren't it? That guy is such a talent. I really, really hope that one of the so-called bigger clubs do not come in and tempt him away. I think Leicester should be paying. If he wants £100,000 a week, I think we should pay it him, because he is worth that alone. The fact that he can, him and Johnny Evans have got this thing where they're just working together. They're just playing it and working it together, and they complement each other. And the best thing I still like, I've said this before in one of my videos, one of the things I do like about Soyuncu is that, yes, he'll take the ball down. Yes, he'll do a little flick. Yes, he'll do a Cruyff turn. Yes, he'll do this. But when he needs to, he puts his fucking foot through that ball and puts it in the back of row G. There's no messing. When he knows when he's got to get rid of it. Now, I'm not going to say he's going to do that all season, but at this moment, and he will, don't get me wrong, right? There's one day, this t-shirt's too big for me. One day, he will fuck up, right? And when he does, don't get at him, because that's the way he plays, and I don't want him to change. That's the way he is. That's the way he thinks. So leave it at that. So yeah, so I thought Soyuncu were brilliant. Tielemans, I thought he played a little bit better. People are saying I've got an agenda with Tielemans. I haven't got an agenda with Tielemans. Well, I suppose I have. The only agenda I've got with him is that last year he was brilliant, and I was so glad that we bought him. And I'd rather have him up with us than against us. But he just doesn't seem to be getting the passing right. He just seems to be... It's like he's playing at 80% of his ability. His work rate, I cannot knock his work rate. He's there, he's up and down, and he's chasing and all that. But he just seems to be lacking on his passing. And I'm sure Brendan will get him sorted. Well, that's just my opinion, right? That's just what I think. But I haven't got an agenda against Tielemans. I just feel his passing's letting him down. And did he again? He workman performance. He was there getting stuck, and I was surprised he got booked. But I suppose in that position where he plays and the tackles that sometimes he does, he's going to get caught out. But it's only his second booking of the season. One of the big highlights for me was Justin James coming on. James Justin even. I've read that wrong, so I'll put my glasses on my head. James Justin, I thought, because he was a signing from at the beginning of the season from Luton. I was thinking, who is he? I looked into him. He does look a steady little player, and for him to come on in a game like that against the team that's bottom of the league and struggling and fighting for the survival, he came on and he just took it on, didn't he? He just took it on the chin and get like, well, this is what I'm used to. And he was going up and down, and his first touch was brilliant, and his passing, and that must have given him the confidence to do what he was doing. And it was really, really good to see. It was tremendous, you know. And I think we've got a talent for the future there. I mean, I can't remember how much Leicester paid for him, but you know, it's one for the future, that lad. And as I've said, Alan Evans was solid again. Maddison, he were there, just ticking around, kicking about. And Vardy, workman-like performance. Again, he's just up and down. He defends from the front. And with him doing what he does, just takes the pressure off the midfielders, who can just give them that second or two to see what's happening. Because Vardy shuts them down and it forces them into errors. But overall, it was great. And I thought towards the end of the game, Watford were pushing for the equaliser, and they just opened up at the back, didn't it, to be fair, and that was it. It was just another great goal at the end there. So, fair play, happy days with that. Hopefully Leicester can carry this on. They've got Villa on Sunday. Villa are a bit of a bogey team. I think Villa actually, when Leicester played Villa that year, when Villa went down, I think it was Leicester who started the rock, because they had that comeback, didn't they? And that's it. But fair play to Leicester, fair play to Rodgers. I honestly think that Rodgers is getting there for Manager of the Year. You know, it's one of those things where he's actually doing a superb job. So hopefully all well down the KP, straight out the KP, and yeah, see you. Well, see you when I see you. Laters.